Yo, Barry! Barry! Where you at, bro? Come on! What's the problem, bro? Let's get this thing filmed. Ellis is only gonna be sober for another half hour or so.
Prick.
What, are you too fat for the David Bowie outfit?
But it looks stupid. I hate it. I'm not doing this episode.
Now, don't be like that, Barry. Come on. This is your chance to show off that nice bulge to the YouTube ladies. You never know. Some of them might be desperate.
But listen, how about we just shoot from the waist up today?
Oh, quit stalling, Barry. Let's get a peek at that thing.
Shut up, Fly. It's not my fault. It's well documented that these stinking pants cause compression syndrome.
Yeah, that's a nice package there, Piggy Stardust.
Yeah, what the Christ? I'm not wearing this crap, Fly.
What's the problem, you mopey turd?
Yeah, I'm tired of humiliating myself.
Look, you will at least wear the wig, Barry, or else I'll have one of my ladies lay eggs inside your nose holes again.
You know, I never should have quit my job at the circus. No!
Take it back, Barry. You don't mean that.
Yeah, the pay was 1,000,000 times better. Besides, our shtick is pretty derivative.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about, Fly Man.
Oh, Jesus, bro. Bite your overweight tongue and soldier on. Look, folks, today's movie is 1986's Labyrinth, starring David Bowie and a very Lisa Frank Jennifer Connelly, and also a shitload of Muppets. And don't worry about Barry, folks. He'll come around, because I know he doesn't want to lose another sponsor. Right, Barry? Come on, bro. Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, but she was only 14 when they started filming Labyrinth. Seems kinda weird. I mean, I had a crush on her back in the day, but now I recognize that it's wrong to sexualize teenage women.
Yeah, but you were just a little kid when this came out.
That's still no excuse, Fly. And I know I'm too old to find her attractive, but God help me, the version of Jennifer Connelly from Top Gun Maverick is on fire.
Barry, Jen Connelly was like 52 in that movie. Never mind. Just do your goddamn analysis, bro.
Well, for starters, the script for Labyrinth was written by Terry Jones of Monty Python fame. But that's really only part of the story, because the screenplay went through rewrites like the Fly here goes through his Colombian party powder.
Hey, I admit I've got a problem, but it's a pretty awesome problem.
Even famed script Dr. Elaine May played a hand in finalizing the Labyrinth script mere days before shooting began. And if you think the dynamic between Jareth, played by a 38-year-old Bowie, and Sarah, played by a 14-year-old Jennifer Connelly, seems creepy on film, be aware that the novelized version is even worse. Allegedly. I mean, I'm not reading that thing. You know, I wonder why they never did a Labyrinth video game.
Yeah, they had it on Commodore 64. You just never got to play it because you were too poor.
Yeah, maybe so, asswipe, but I built my own computer, and it was pretty awesome. Anyway, Michael Jackson was a frontrunner for the role of Jareth until Jim Henson's kids finally talked some sense into him, convinced him to choose Bowie.
No, not this again. Can we get through a single episode without referencing Michael Jackson and then making a tasteless joke about him going after little kids?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he really did go after little...
Look, it's just hacky at this point. Sting was a frontrunner for the role of Jareth too, you know?
Yeah, but I don't have any Sting jokes. I like that song about the golden fields. Reminds me of when I was a little kid and I'd sneak into the nursing home to watch the ladies undress. Those were more innocent times, Fly. Well, we love the fields so gold.
Ah, f*** me. Yo, Alice, I think we've lost Barry. Okay, folks, so that little owl in the title sequence is computer generated. This was the first instance of a photorealistic CGI animal in a feature film. How about that, Barry?
Oh, Fly. I feel very old and very stupid.
In the fields they were so gold.
See, it really is a beautiful song. Okay, so like any good fantasy movie, this one starts in the ordinary world, where Sarah gets to spend all day doing make-believe, living in a f***ing goddamn fairy book house with unbroken windows and working doors and all that fancy pants shit. I bet this spoiled bitch owns a horse or a dog or something opulent like that. Why does she get to spend so much time complaining? Goddamn, I'd already been working in the coal mines for 9 years when I was her age.
I hate that. I hate it!
Anyway, her arch rival is the wicked stepmother, played by, wait a second.
You go out every single weekend.
I ask you to babysit.
Hey, we know this bird from somewhere.
Jesus shit roping Christ! It's old Barb from Trailer Park Boys.
The park is a complete mess.
Frig off, Burb.
Frig off!
Oh, this could be a game changer, Barry.
Yeah, I was staunchly Team Sarah before we started filming, but now I think I might be Team Barb. So Sarah gets stuck babysitting while Barb hits the club with Jim Leahy, and Sarah accidentally gives her little brother away to Goblin King Jareth.
You're no match for me, Sarah.
Then we enter David Bowie's very Terry Gilliam-looking labyrinth, where Sarah meets Hoggle, some kind of gnome or goblin dwarf. Yeah, and you can bet your ass the fly here is about to make some kind of mean-spirited joke about how I look like a fatter version of Hoggle or whatever. Go on, let it rip, asshole.
Nah, see, Hoggle's ugly, but I can tell he still gets way more than you. See how he's not constantly getting pepper sprayed by the other Muppets?
All right, that's a fair point. So the rest of this movie is kinda like Goonies. We move from set piece to set piece, solving problems and avoiding pitfalls. One of the most interesting puzzles of the bunch is this two-door riddle with these, goat dog thingies. Now, one of these guys is guarding the door that will lead Sarah to the next stage of the labyrinth, but the other door leads to something sinister. See, it's a logical riddle, just like that scene from the Pennywise movie. We're told that one of the goat dogs always tells the truth and the other one always lies, although technically this too could be a lie.
Yeah, Sarah fails the riddle worse than Barry failed his last field sobriety test.
She incorrectly chooses to open the blue door, which leads to...
Dun dun dun!
a Title IX violation!
No, attending half a semester at Dry Donkey Creek Community College didn't do your brain any favors, Barry. She actually gets the puzzle right. See, whatever this guy answers, the proper action is to choose the opposite door. In this case, that happens to be the blue door.
Yeah, bullshit. This is one of your clever little deceptions, like the time you said I could catch worms from eating out of the Arby's dumpster.
Listen, if red is lying, then he'll claim that blue will recommend the red door, which is the wrong answer, so she should choose blue. If red is not lying, then he will say that blue, the liar, will recommend the red door, which is still the wrong answer. Either way, the blue door is the correct choice because it's the opposite of what they're suggesting.
Yeah, well, why does she get groped by all these Weinsteinian-looking hands if she had the right solution?
Because throughout the whole movie, Crotch King here penalizes her unfairly every time she belittles his labyrinth. I mean, she might as well be mocking his bulge. Sarah calls the puzzle a piece of cake and gets punished.
It's a piece of cake!
Even though she solved the puzzle correctly. Later, in the oubliette, when she tells Jareth the whole labyrinth is a piece of cake, he retaliates by manifesting the cleaners. And finally, during the goblin battle at the end, Hoggle says it'll be a piece of cake, only for reinforcements to show up.
Oh, piece of cake.
God damn, Jareth must really hate cake.
Yeah, I know that's a difficult concept for you to grasp there, Barry. And we forgot to mention that throughout the movie, there are 7 instances where Jareth's face appears in the background as a kind of Easter egg.
Anyway, folks, you get the idea. It's a pretty episodic plot structure. We get to see some cool shit, including the oubliette that the Fly mentioned earlier, along with the cleaners.
That's right, the cleaners, whose device bears a striking resemblance to the cave drill from Total Recall, which came out 4 years later. Right, Barry? You telling me you missed that connection?
Yeah, good form, Fly, good form. And, you know, eventually Jennifer Connelly befriends this Wolfman, and now she's basically running a gang. Pretty soon they'll be controlling the entire meth-slinging landscape, insofar as it exists inside Jareth's labyrinth.
No, Barry, that's Ludo, the big friendly beast. Come on, you've seen this movie like 100 times.
And it's a little-known fact that this little squirrel guy was voiced by an uncredited Alan Watts.
Without my permission, no one may cross.
God damn it, Barry, Sir Didymus is not a squirrel, and he was not voiced by fucking Alan Watts. What's wrong with you? Hey, did we mention that David Bowie wrote a bunch of original songs for this movie? And they're all catchy as hell. Yo, Barry, let's see how much Bowie music we can play before the copyright come after us. Oof, that's it.
Brr, this is more depressing than the time we watched Irreversible on Quaaludes. Some of my friends from high school are now successful attorneys. One guy's got a YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers.
Barry, bro, don't act like you had friends in high school. Besides, some of the people you used to know are now dead. Have you ever thought about that?
Yes, Fly, and it makes me deeply envious. How are we doing on subscribers? Has anyone sent us a piece of music for me to play on?
Nah, man, apparently collaborating with a channel called Bankrupt Barry doesn't look so awesome on the old resume.
Yeah, well, what happened to that Nick guy who always used to comment? Or was he just one of our sock accounts?
I'm not sure. You probably pissed him off. But at least we still got Dark Kane and Knight 64, and for some reason this guy with a Trump avatar likes us. You are profoundly off-putting, Barry. I mean, people come to YouTube and they want a pretty face. You know, someone who's easy on the eyes. You look like a venereal disease viewed under high magnification.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right.
Oh, cheer up there. Hamwise Gamgee. We haven't even mentioned the bog of eternal stench. Come on, Barry. They look like giant gumbo buttholes, right? Remember the farting rocks?
Yeah, the good old bog of stench. That's what my professors used to call me in college. You know who was a fan of this gag? King Charles III. Apparently he was the only one laughing at this scene when they did the royal premiere.
Now, Barry, that sounds like some bullshit you made up while you were on the John. You know, like the time you tried to say the Pale Man from that other Labyrinth movie was based on Jordan Peterson.
What rules, you sons of bitches? Up yours, woke moralists.
Maybe we'll review that one next. Speaking of toilets, it's a little known fact that all the shittars in Jareth's kingdom drain into the bog. It's a very unsanitary place, and that's why so many of the goblins are suffering from hepatitis A. It's all very sad, Fly. Our lives are sad. Me in the bunion. I should have gone to law school.
No, Barry, you were too dumb for law school. Now stop pouting and do the only job you've ever been able to hold for more than 3 weeks, you miserable prick. Come on, don't you want to talk about David Bowie and his beautiful balls?
Well, David Bowie really was an enormous talent.
Now, you know that's not really him twirling the balls, it's...
Yeah, it's a trained magician guy who sticks his arms up in front of Bowie to make it look like it's his arms. Listen, dicking around in tights is one thing, but what really impresses me about this role is how well Bowie sells the banter.
Poor Hoghead.
Hoggle.
Higgle.
Hoggle?
Yeah. Hello, Hedgewort.
Hogwarts.
Hoggle?
And he proved this performance was no fluke when he nailed the role of Tesla in 2006's The Illusionist, directed by Christopher Nolan.
So, this is the Great Denton.
Yo, you're thinking of The Prestige, Barry. I guess 2006 was a big year for movies about 19th century magicians.
Same difference, asswipe. Anyway, Labyrinth is also a movie about the dangers of hoarding, even way back in 1986.
Well, look here.
Okay, Barry, you know how I'm always saying you'll be dead before you ever get lucky again? Well, when it comes to a woman like this, I actually think you got a pretty good chance at...
Ad break! Degenerate son of a bitch.
Time to get paid!
Okay, folks, you've seen the truck version all over the news, and now's your chance to pre-order your very own CyberRV. Yeah, for the low price of 200,000 blockchain dollars. This beauty can be all yours. It's all electric, with an effective range of over 30 highway miles per charge. The tires are made of carbon fiber, and the driver's seat is programmed to eject you at random every couple of weeks. Because, you know, the guy who pretends to run this company is quirky. I mean, he's a real wild card. Right, Fly? Isn't that just genius?
Sure, Barry.
Listen up, you spindy tech bros. The CyberRV's Smart Squat toilet's got satellite Wi-Fi. And every time you drop a deuce, it retweets an especially racist conspiracy theory of your choice. But best of all, the tow bar is forged of solid titanium, so that when this thing's CPU gets bricked, which it will, you can have it towed directly to the nearest recycling center. Oh, and don't take it to the car wash. This thing will rust faster than you can say JRE. Isn't that genius, Fly?
Man, I just don't understand why these guys are advertising on our channel.
Desperate times, Fly. Desperate times indeed. Hit them with the promo code.
The promo code is Midlife Cultist.
Game on!
So anyway, Sarah and the squad managed to slide past the entire Gremlin army, including this big-ass wind-up robot from Dark Souls. But of course, this film would not be complete without a proper showdown between Sarah and Jareth inside a giant MC Escher painting.
Show some respect, bro. This is a landmark film in terms of practical effects.
Yes, I know. They got this shot by first having a Bowie-shaped stuntman pass by laterally on a dolly. Otherwise, it's the real David Bowie coming through the archway, only the camera has been rotated. They got this one by placing a Bowie-dressed stuntman on a mechanical arm that ran beneath the catwalk.
Okay, that's actually pretty rad.
Yo, Fly, check me out.
Yeah, you're gonna have another heart attack, you f***ing maniac. So apparently the original version of the script ends with Sarah negging Jareth and then beating the shit out of him until he turns into a tiny goblin and scampers away.
Yeah, sort of like the underwhelming ending to that final Pennywise movie.
But I guess I'm a little confused about what Jareth actually wants. Is it just me or is his messaging a little bit mixed?
Do as I say, and I will be your slave.
I don't know, Fly. He wants to be her slave, yet she's also supposed to be his slave. And the weirdness is only compounded by the fact that she's so young.
One forgets that she's just 14 years old and she's really very mature.
Well,
Hey,
pump the
oh
brakes
God,
there,
rein
David
it in there,
Bowie.
Major
Not
Tom.
cool.
The only saving grace here is that Sarah's whole experience in the labyrinth plays out like a sweaty, overheated fantasy within the mind of a horned-up teenage girl who's into wizards and horses and shit. All you have to do is take a careful look around the bedroom, and there's evidence that she fantasized the whole adventure.
Wait, so you're saying Sarah's the creep?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, but what about that owl that's stalking her at the end? Isn't that Bowie? I don't think that's part of the fantasy because she's not even aware of it.
And that's Labyrinth, ladies and gentlemen. In the movie, Sarah's maze is a physical construct. But as we all know, the true labyrinth is the Bastille of gray matter that currently holds your consciousness as its prisoner.
Nah, man, don't do another one of your bleak-ass takeaways.
That's right, folks. The labyrinth of your life is a complex and endlessly recursive set of inversions that will leave you sad and broken. Our lives really are a lot like that wooden marble game you got back there, Fly. Sure, you can crank them little knobs and try and rock your shit-ass marble through the old maze without falling down a trap hole. But let's be real. You don't stand a chance.
What a horrible place this is. It's not fair.
Well, seriously, have you ever seen someone not suck ass at that marble game? Shit is impossible.
Yeah, that's all we got for you, folks. Tune in next time. We'll be doing a 45-minute retrospective on Who's the Boss, starring the greatest of all time, Sir Tony Danza.
Joey, get a look at this old boy.
Yeah, I hear you talking about me, asswipe. Now listen, I want the door that leads to doom.
What's up with his bulge?
So get the hell out of my way.
That boy smelled like hot dogs.
Shit ass.
Come on already. Told you it wouldn't work.
No, not Florida.
And we watched the fields turn gold.